Sometimes we just need spiritual self-defense. I'm Susan Lynn. I'm a psychic medium. Today we're going to be talking about how to protect yourself from dark energies, but also because guess what? The dark energies that are not seen, the ones that go bump in the night, the ones that cause you to have nightmares, the ones that give you the heebie-jeebies, guess what? They are mirror twins of what's happening in your reality, right? So these things that happen in the unseen are also happening in your physical reality through your boss being disrespectful or people just not paying attention to your boundaries. So these things, if you fix them in the unseen world, I don't know, Susan, my job is fine, everything is fine, but I'm having nightmares. Well, guess what? We're going to help you fix the unseen, and a really nice unintended consequence is going to be it's going to fix anything that could also be happening in your human reality and vice versa. Let's get started. First of all, we're going to talk about creating a daily energy cleansing ritual. Now, I'm pretty sure, or I hope, that some of you guys are brushing your teeth every day, right? For sure, I hope you're changing your underwear. And for those of you that go commando, no need to announce it in the comments. We already know who you are. But anyway, daily energy cleansing ritual. As we said, a lot of this stuff is really pretty simple because you can attach it to a habit you already have. So here's some daily energy cleansing rituals that you might use. And you can take these or use them all or use some of them. It's completely up to you. One would be to use sage, to sage your place, to clean your place. Some people like to use smoke, incense, sage. That's great. If that works for you, that can work. You can also get sage in a spray. So you can go online and you can find all kinds of protective sprays if actually burning something is not something that you can do. But this is a tool in your tool belt and it does work. Another two other things that we're going to talk about is for number one, which is daily cleansing ritual, is salt bath. You can take a salt bath that will cleanse your energy. You may not want to do it every day. You may want to do it once a week, or you may want to do it on the new moon or the full moon, or you might want to do it just when you feel like that would be something that would help you. Feeling into things. I feel I need to sage my place. I feel I really need a salt bath. That is important because you're reading and honoring your own energy. And that's very, very important. Number three, visualization. You can visualize in the shower a waterfall of clear cleansing light. Now, water is important because it actually amplifies energy. It's a conduit, not only for electricity. Hello, that's why we don't use the hair dryer in the shower. But electricity is energy, right? Electricity is information. And when we're talking about our spirit guides, when we're talking about the non-seen, the unseen, energy is very much the same. It can travel through water. So sometimes you have your aha moment in the shower. When you're in the shower, it's a good time to just say, this water is cleansing and purifying me. Okay, that's so easy and it really does work. Now, let me give you a quick affirmation here. A quick affirmation that you might use is, I release all energy that is not mine and return to my true radiant self. I release all energy that is not mine and I return to my true radiant self. Number two, a protective shield visualization. Now, some of you have trouble visualizing things, and if that's the case, simply know that this is there. You don't have to visualize, you can just know that it's there. So, what you can do is you can visualize a bubble or a sphere of white, gold, or violet light. Again, you can just know. I know that it's there. Some people put their arms out and twirl, and it's at the end of your fingers. That's fine. You can just not do that. I think people get caught up that they think they must do everything in a particular way, but the truth of the matter is your way is the best way. Because if it's your way, you'll do it. And if it's somebody else's way, you may not. So doing the thing is more important than doing the thing in anybody's specific way. Now, you're going to create this visualize, you're going to create it, know it's there, this bubble. You can add to this bubble or reinforce it with a phrase like only love enters here. You're making the intention, only love can enter my bubble. You can try something like, I am divinely protected. Only energies of the highest light may approach me. You're setting your intention loud and proud. All right. Number 3, you can use crystals for protection. Again, you might be a crystal person, you might be a water person, you might not. Take what works for you. Okay, so 3 crystals that we can talk about today. And again, there are so many more. There's probably 30 more crystals, but we have to make our choices. My intention was let me use 3. So my 3 would be black tourmaline. It's grounding. It's a grounding crystal, which is very important, and it absorbs negativity, which is very important. Black tourmaline. Another crystal will be amethyst. Amethyst is naturally relaxing, which is why I wear it. So it's a calming energy, but it also has a little bit of spiritual protection to it as well. So that's a really nice combination. That's one reason why I particularly like amethyst. Another crystal is labradorite. I might not be saying this right, labradorite. And it shields your aura. And what I feel like labradorite does in layman's terms is it eases the connection to your spirit guides, or it opens the connection to your spirit guides. It's sort of like opening a door slowly instead of like throwing it open. Like some crystals throw it open. If you like that, you might want to go for a different type of crystal. But if you want a gentle boost of your intuition, labradorite is a great stone for that. You do want to remember that these stones are working for you. And even if you're not wearing them, even if they're just sitting on the shelf, they're doing their thing. So it's a good idea to cleanse them. So maybe once a month, you might want to put your crystals under a full moon. You may want to use sage to cleanse them. There's some crystals that like water, some crystals that like salt, some crystals that hate water. So you really want to research what your crystal is and how to cleanse it before you go about doing so. But all of them can be placed on a windowsill on a full moon and get recharged. Okay, so don't forget to take care of your crystals. Another thing you can do is call on your spirit allies. We all have spirit guides. All of us have spirit guides. You can invoke their help. You can say, I would like help from my angels, my ancestors, my spirit guides, divine beings. Please come and help me right now. Relieve me of this stress. Clear my energy of any negative energies. Clear the space of any negative energies. One type of angel that I work with a lot is Archangel Michael. He is the angel that carries the sword, so he's armed and dangerous. So you can call on Archangel Michael to come help you. Now, it doesn't matter if you're Christian or not Christian, because all of these beings are higher vibration than, say, religion. So they don't answer to any one religion or any one person. If you need their help, they're ready to help you, they're willing to help you, and they want to help you. So please call on Archangel Michael. You could say, Archangel Michael, surround me with your protective light and cut all cords that are not in divine alignment with my energy. Archangel Michael, please surround me with your protective light and cut all cords that are not in alignment with my divine alignment. Now, I would say I just call on Archangel Michael and I just say, hey, can you come clean this stuff up out of here? So, you do it as the way you want to do it. You can literally be very casual or you can be very reverent. And believe me, both work. They're always there, they're ready to help you, and you don't have to worry about bothering them. Some people, I don't want to bother them. No, this is their job. They're here to work with humans at this time on earth. You're actually assisting them in doing their life's work or their soul's work. The last one is number 5, stay grounded and aligned. This is so important. Dark energy feeds on fear, it feeds on disconnection. So if you're not grounded, it's easy for it to slip in and start wreaking havoc in your life. Okay, how do you know it's wreaking havoc in your life? Well, when nothing is working. You're dropping things, you're having accidents, people are getting on your nerves, people are being particularly bitter or cynical or whatever to you. And you're like, man, what did I do? I'm a nice person. It's not your energy, right? Check yourself. Is it me? No, I'm showing up. I'm like, I feel normal, but everything is around you is very chaotic. It's a really good time to ground your energy. Here are some things. You can go back to the crystals and notice that some of those protective crystals also are grounding crystals, but you can add grounding crystals to this as well, and you can Google grounding crystals. Again, it's not about what I tell you. It's about what fits for you within that category. Okay. So, spending time in nature, I think, is the most popular way to ground your energy. Many people have heard this, walking barefoot in grass. That's great for a lot of people. If you can't get outside or there's no grass or whatever the reason is, you can actually connect with nature through the screen. You can go to YouTube and you can pull up videos of nature and vibe with the trees swaying in the wind, vibe with the rain that's falling on leaves. You can actually imbibe or bring in that energy straight from your screen and ground and calm your energy. So don't think you have to necessarily go out straight into nature and do this. If you can't for whatever reason, there are other ways to solve that problem. Practicing meditation and breath work. This is important, but I also want to tell you that you can be meditating when you're in the shower, envisioning a circle of light around you, a bubble of light around you. That also counts as meditation. Meditation can be any time that you're zoned out. If you're cutting the lawn, if you're doing, laundry or washing dishes or putting a puzzle together, those are all meditative activities. Exercising is a meditative activity because you're zoned out. When you're zoned out, your spirit guides can actually get a word in edgewise. When we're busy, 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 thinking, problem solving in our human framework mind, the spirit guides have a hard time getting a message in or getting guidance in because your brain is overloaded with thinking. There's no downtime. Okay, so create some downtime through meditation, through breath work, and you'll find that you'll get that guidance that you've been looking for. And you'll find some of that guidance could be, hey, you might want to, you have an aha moment. Oh man, I saw Archangel Michael. I'm going to call on Archangel Michael. That's guidance. You see a movie and you're like, oh my God, that's what I need to do. That's guidance. Okay. And this guidance can help you deal with these negative energies that may be around your house or your energy or inside, like in your nightmares, things like that, right? Breath work is important. It's really up to you whether you get into that kind of thing or not. But if you're not familiar with it, you may look it up on YouTube and just watch a breathwork video and kind of go along with it and see how that makes you feel. Try it on for size. See how that works for you. You might find that that is actually really important to you, or you might find like, it didn't work. It's completely up to you. And believe me, doing these things will raise your vibration. All the things we talked about will raise your vibration. Raising your vibration is going to put you out of reach of a lot of these darker energies. They're just not going to work hard to reach you. There's plenty of other people who are rolling around in the mud, unawares, not tuned in, and they're much more accessible. Now you're tuned in, you're intentional about your spiritual health, and they're not going to want to go and work extra hard to get to you. Okay. Uh, Last thing on the list is staying aligned with your soul through journaling or spiritual study. Let me just say, I have experienced journaling. I'm not naturally a person who likes to write. I can't read my own handwriting and I don't type. Kind of puts me at a disadvantage. But anyway, I can tell you that when I do journal, it pays off immensely. I've seen it in my own life, but I've also seen it with my students and my members and my online community. When you journal, you are literally allowing yourself to have a conversation with yourself about things that are really important. Now, let's say you got a person in your life, whether it's a coworker or family, whoever, and this person is kind of mean or kind of short with you, or maybe it's a narcissist or whatever it is. This person is not a nice person to you. Well, guess what? That counts as dark energy. That would surprise you? Well, it does. Because one of the reasons why they're in your life is because you keep maybe making excuses for them. They're not that bad, Susan. They're not really dark. They're just mean or they're just kind of whatever. Vibrationally, that's not high. That's not a high vibration person, okay? So if they're attacking you, being mean to you, not following your boundaries, not supporting you, that's on the lower levels of the vibrational scale. Okay, whether you want to call it dark or not, it's definitely lower. So if you start sticking up for yourself and being intentional and doing your daily, I surround myself with love and light. Because, first of all, are you worthy of love and light? So you start doing that, you start doing the things on this list, and that's going to make you more and more out of reach for their particular brand of difficulty or toxicity. Now, doing journaling is important because then you can write, today, this person said I was lazy. I don't think I'm lazy. Am I lazy? You're having a conversation with yourself. I'm not, as a matter of fact, when I look at this situation, I'm doing all the chores around the house. I'm taking care of the kids, or I'm doing this, this, and this. And that doesn't, I'm not lazy. Like a lazy person wouldn't do this, right? Like you're literally becoming real with yourself because you're being gaslit. You're being told one thing that you're not. When you start writing this down on paper or typing it into your phone or your computer, you start realizing the truth of the situation. And then you can say, it turns out I'm not lazy. They're lazy. They're calling me lazy, but they're lazy. Then you can say, how do I feel about this? Right? So now you can work it all out. You're literally healing yourself and raising your vibration. And that you're not going to fix this situation by going to that person and saying, I'm not lazy, you're lazy. Are they ever going to admit that? No. You have to fix it in yourself. That's what this whole video is about. Being intentional, fixing yourself from the inside out. Then, not whether it's a real person who's calling you lazy or it's nightmares that you're having or bumps in the night. I tell you that what is unseen is on the same frequency, doing the same thing in your life, teaching you the same lesson as the seen. They're just mirrors of each other. So if you're not having human problems, you're having energy problems, these same tips will fix the energy problems. It's amazing. I've seen it in my own life. I know it works. I've lived all of this. I've walked all of this. Plus, I've taught thousands of students these same things, and I've seen this stuff work. It truly does. So I do want to say that you can use this mantra, okay? This mantra is, I'm rooted in earth and I'm aligned with the light of my soul. I'm rooted in earth. I'm aligned with the light of my soul. What are you saying right now? I'm rooted. I'm stable. I'm grounded. I'm grounded. It's going to take more than a wind to knock me over. Trees don't get knocked over. Storms happen all the time, right? It's very rare. A tree could live 200 years without ever being knocked over because it's rooted, it's grounded in the earth. Storms come and go, seasons come and go, tree's still there. Okay. So that's why this is so important. When you work on yourself, you have the intention of, I am safe, I am grounded, I am worthy. Then when somebody calls you lazy, you see it for what it is, a ruse. It's not true. You're like, that's funny. I'm lazy. That's funny. It didn't hurt because you know it's not true. You know your truth. That's why this is so important. That's why this work is so important. Okay. I'm Susan Lynn. I'm a spiritual way shower. I do these videos every Wednesday. Please check out the playlist. This all free for you. Lots and lots of videos that can help you raise your vibration, help you live a better life. And I want to invite you to a free online community. I happen to have two online communities. One of them is free. It's called the Lighthouse Keepers Crew, because the lighthouse is the beacon of light that directs those sailors, those ships that are out there in the rough seas into the safe harbor. That's what this free online community is. And I want to give you a bonus. This video that you just watched, I have a much longer video based on these same principles that go way deeper into the principles and really give you more meat, just more information, more of me, more of my personal experiences. That video is posted on my free membership right now. So if you join the free membership, if you like what you learned here, well, you can learn a whole lot more joining the free membership. You'll have access to a longer, more in-depth version of this same video. The free membership is on Mighty Networks. It is not Facebook. It is not Zuckerberg. It's not anybody that you know. Mighty Networks is run by a woman. It's a woman-owned company. But I pay for the lights over there. I pay to keep that place going because my spirit guide said, Susan, you're a community maker. You bring community. You create community. People need a free one. So I created it. And not only can you join and speak your truth, and thousands of people are there chatting and supporting each other right now, but you can actually have access to this longer video. Now, if you're really interested in growing your soul, I can tell you that I also have another platform, another membership. It's only $12 a month. And it is so worth it because I am there with you 3 times a month. I spend a whole 2 hours with you on Soul Growth Sunday, where the spirit guides help us while we journal, we pull cards, and we figure out what makes us work. Who are we? Where are we going? How do I raise my vibration? What is my soul's journey here on earth? We go through that together. And I can tell you, since I've done this for 2 years now, that the people that started with me, they're like a whole new version of themselves. They're not even recognizable as the same people they were whom I met when we started. Why? Because they've spent the time working on themselves. They've done the self work, the digging, the loving, the healing. They've done that work. This is the kind of work that we do on my paid community for $12 a month. If you're interested in it, check it out. It's on my website, SusanLynnMedium.com, both communities. Actually, everything I do is on my website, SusanLynnMedium.com, and click the monthly. That way, if you can check it out for a month for $12. If you don't like it, you cancel, right? You don't have to pay a year in advance. You can pay monthly, right? And decide to leave anytime you want to. But this video will be available to both of those communities, the more in-depth video. It's actually an hour long. So those are some things that you can get. Again, on the premium community, I'm there 3 times a month. I'm doing readings for you. I'm literally one-on-one doing readings for you. And then a third event that I offer on the premium event, the premium membership, is I bring an outside expert in and they give you a mini class. So every month you get a mini class. You get Soul Growth Sunday, where I'm there with the spirit guides helping you while you journal and you figure out your own things out. You're growing your soul. And 3, I'm doing readings with you, offering readings to my members, all for $12 a month. I think it's a pretty good value. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. I'm sending you beautiful energy. You got this. We got this. We're going to grow. We're going to get through this and be better and brighter and happier for it. Take really good care. Don't forget to click SusanLynnMedium.com, join the free or premium community, and check out this longer video because it's chock full of information that's designed to help you. Thank you so much. Take good care.